Unless you are living under a rock, which is probably a good place to be living right now, the iPhone 17 just came out, as it always does every year since its invention. Now, I do not know which country you're watching this from, but I'm from Kenya, and so these statistics are going to be from Kenya. According to statistics, the average Kenyan salary is 20,123 Kenyan shillings in the informal sector. That is $170, $280 US dollars, and in the formal sector, the average Kenyan salary is 70,000 to 80,000 Kenyan shillings. Add that to the rise of unemployment in our country, and you can guess that so many people in our country are living below the dollar. Now, on average, again, it is more than accurate to say that more than 80% of Kenyans earn less than 100,000 Kenyan shillings a month. That means that if you're earning more than 100,000 Kenyan shillings a month, you are literally in the top 20% of earners in the whole country, which is crazy. Like, if you earn 100,000 Kenyan shillings, you are in the top 20%. Sad reality of this is that most Kenyans are actually working in the informal sector. I would argue even to say that 80% of Kenyans are working in the informal sector. And even those that are working in the formal sector, if you look at teachers, they are being paid less than 30,000 sometimes a month. Not sometimes. They're being paid less than, there are some teachers being paid less than 30,000 Kenyan shillings a month, and they are in the formal sector, whereby on average, it's supposed to be 70 to 80,000 a month in the formal sector. So more Kenyans are probably living in the informal sector. Now, add all of this to the fact that it is very, very easy right now to access people's lives, or the part that they want to share, the good parts, because nobody wants to share the bad parts, at least not many people. You can literally eat people's content for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I would argue that many people do actually eat people's content for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And people's lives on the internet look so lavish that you do not even want to face the reality of your own life outside of social media. And that is literally like a pandemic. So the iPhone 17 in Kenya is priced at 160,000 to 259,000. I've even seen another estimate that goes up to 293,000 for the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Brother, that is literally someone's yearly salary. Or I would argue to say that that phone is literally more expensive than someone's yearly salary. Social media is a beautiful thing because it has come and it has helped people connect more, but it has also become this disease that has made us lose our sense of normalcy. It is not an accurate prediction when you're seeing all the influencers on social media, or most of the influencers on social media now saying, oh no, I'm upgrading from the iPhone 16 or whatever iPhone to the iPhone 17, when you know how overpriced it is. It is not accurate to say that even 50% of Kenyans can be able to afford that phone right now. More Kenyans are in debt. There's so many Kenyans in debt. So many Kenyans are going into debt to be able to even afford the basic needs, not even live above their means, just afford the basic needs. And maybe this is also a situation in other parts of the world too. So who's to say that when young people see a percentage of people who are able to actually maybe afford this phone, because you do not know their lives on the ground. The truth is, we do not even know what some people really go through to be able to seem like they afford a certain lifestyle. So many people nowadays, just because of the way social media has wired us, people view their worth based on what they have. So if something is coming out, like the iPhone 17 when it has come out, like they want to possess that thing because they want to seem to be in a social different standard than other people. Now, that is a personal problem. That is a personal issue. But for the people who are getting discouraged because they're thinking that life is moving at a pace that is so faster than them, that their life is not working out just because they perceive people to be getting things that they do not have at the moment. Those are truly the people that I want this video to get to, because I want to encourage everyone that your timing is different and that you still have a purpose in this life. As a human race, we need to go back to the basics of our morality, because some people are doing crazy things to be able to seem like they can live a certain lifestyle, which is absolutely not right. And to anyone who seems discouraged and you do not want to participate in what some people are doing in order to get whatever they're doing, I mean, if you can afford such things, by all means, do pleasure yourself. It is your hard work, but please do not lose yourself in trying to acquire worldly things. In fact, the Bible encourages us that what does it gain a man? What does it benefit a man to literally gain the whole world and lose his soul? I mean, just very recently, the BBC did release their documentary on the Dubai porta potty. Now, I'm not saying that everybody does this. I'm just pointing out to the evil that the world has turned to in order to acquire a life that is maybe not probably designated for us. I know that God has a good purpose for each and every one of us. I know that if we live according to his will, we can be able to, acquire the things that he's meant for us. We do not have to disrespect our minds. We do not have to disrespect our bodies. We do not have to disrespect our parents, our culture, in order to have things that do not even benefit us in the long run. I feel like we should go back to the basics. We should understand that social media is not real life. Please do not get discouraged by what you see on social media. Keep on working hard towards your goals. Keep on doing what you can do best where you are, because maybe that is where God has planted you in order to be able to put you in the next season, in order to bloom into the next season. So this video is just basically pointing out the fact that if you are where you are, and you shouldn't be discouraged by where you are, because according to statistics, the life on social media just doesn't add up.